Okay, so out here today, got a little project that I'm doing. I'm gonna install some solar lights. And a lot of the jobs that I do when I do work is I actually put it in the agreement that I get any materials that's left over. And so, you know, one of the materials that I got, and I'm gonna show you here in just a minute. You know, I got a bad habit of looking this way, because I got a bad habit of looking this way, right? Because it's so hard for me in my mind to say, okay, that little camera is right there. It's right there. And it's just such an awkward place to put the camera. It's weird. But anyway, here. Oh, okay, so this is one of the lights that was left over at a Airbnb thing. And so, yeah. Well, I priced these from the HEB, and they were, I believe $54 for this, maybe more, but yeah, I think at least the minimum was $54 for these, so that was a good deal. They're brand new. I mean, they're brand new. The only reason you see that straw there and everything is because I had left the box open when I put it in my tool shed, and a bird got in there and was building a nest in the box. Should have closed the box. My fault. Now, I don't know if I remember showing you this after I painted it or not. Still didn't get finished painting it because the dogs had took over what was supposed to be my tool shed, so I had to relocate my tools. But this is where I'm going to try these lights and probably leave them here. And yeah, I know I could have hung them better or whatever, and I know that yeah, y'all could have hung them better. But right here, for right now, that's in the shade, but it's about to be in sunlight. So I'm gonna just have these out here for the dogs, because at night out here on the farm it gets pretty damn dark, which we like it that way because you can observe the stars and stuff like that. But anyway, yeah, so also that one of the lights that I took now from one of the jobs is right there, if y'all remember. Yep, I got that one too, but that one's not going to go up here. But yeah, so that's a $54 really nice set of solar bulbs lights. And let's look at the box again. Okay, so HEB solar LED lights, 2700K warm white. I'm hoping these work because these were brand new. It says for outdoor use only. Active bulb is hot to the touch. Well, I thought these were LED. What you mean active bulb is hot to the touch? What the hell? Not intended for use for emergency exits. Turn off power before inspection, removal, or installation. Huh? It's solar. Never open bulbs. No serviceable parts inside. Never, yeah, of course never open bulbs. Keep away from heat. May cause harmful interference to radio. Huh? The hell? May cause harmful interference to radio communications if not installed and used per instruction. Not for use in enclosed structures. Not to be submerged in water. No shit. Weight of device may cause instability. Not dimmable. Flexible cord, weatherproof patio string lights, and vintage style bulbs. Now what I don't like on here, it says active bulb is hot to the touch. Well, what the fuck, man? I mean, I may need to rethink how I've got these hung up. Oh, Jesus. Because right here, it's not touching wood. Huh. I wonder how much heat. The only one that would be, well, none of them's really touching wood. Huh. Damn sure don't want a fire out here. I would think they would be okay. Huh. I'm gonna have to come out here tonight and see how hot they are. So a couple of years ago, there used to be a wolf sanctuary right down the road. Something happened and they got closed down a couple of years ago. But before they left, what happened was they let a lot of the wolves free, which is fine. We have nothing against wolves out here. However, recently, as of over the last 3 months, something has been attacking people's animals. I know the big black dog that my neighbor has, the real big, huge, strong black dog, whatever attacked him got a side of his face and got his eye. So, but he's recovered now. Actually, I didn't think the side of his face was ever going to recover, because that's been like 2.5 months ago, I believe. But yeah, so that we know there is wolves out here, but there's not just wolves, there's mountain lions too. The only good thing about having lights, even though we don't like them out here in the farming area because we like to look at the stars, the good thing about me putting the lights where the dogs primarily stay at night is that we don't have to worry about like the wolves or the mountain lions or whatever coming there, because they won't. They stay away from any lit area. They primarily stay in the dark. Everybody's aware out here that when the wolf sanctuary, by the way, we supported the wolf sanctuary, so I'm not sure exactly why it got closed down, but when it did, and again, this was a few years back, everybody knows that they had released some of the wolves, and they're still here. But for the most part, we leave them alone and they leave us alone. The thing is, we don't know if it's the mountain lions or the what are they called? Mountain lions or cougars? Cougars, I think. Yeah, cougars. I don't know. Anyway, so we don't know if it's them attacking animals or the wolves doing that. So we're all on the lookout for what could be committing the attacks or whatever on the animals out here. They've been getting some chickens, some of the people's chickens and stuff like that, but we do have a watch going on out here to see if we can figure out exactly what's doing it. That's it for today's video. I wanted to stress, like in 2026 here, because I know my grandson years later will probably watch this, I hope, that we still rely heavily on electricity, but wherever we can use solar, we use solar. And I'm talking about we as a country, as a people. And out here at the farm, we love solar. And, you know, it's just, you know, who knows? I'm very curious on what the future is going to be like, especially for my grandson, like 20 years from now or whatever. I'm kind of curious about what's that going to be like. Tomorrow's never promised for anybody. I hope I'll still be around and live long enough to see what the future holds. But things are going to be changing so rapidly with the data centers and robotics and stuff like that, that I can only imagine what it's going to be in 20 years. Anyway, that's it for today's video. Till next time.